My name is Reno from 6th Train Soldier. This is my story and I'm sticking to it. Well, I was born in New York, born and raised in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx when I was about 16 or 17, and then my parents split up, and I ended up moving to Long Island. My mother, she played the piano for years. My father, he was a percussionist. He played the congas and the bongos and stuff. My brother, he's older than I am. He played the saxophone in a jazz band in the same high school that I went to. And my sister, she played the guitar, and she was a great singer too. And my sister would sing Barbra Streisand. Next thing you know, I started learning the words. I was a little boy singing Barbra Streisand. It's kind of crazy. But at any event, that's when I kind of learned that I could sing a little bit. At around 10, you know, whereas kids at 10 years old, that, you know, they have an imagination and they play with cars and stuff like that. I was playing with music, you know what I mean, keyboards and you know, drums, and I would always be tapping, or back in my generation, the beatboxing and stuff like that, you know what I mean. When I was about 12, I started writing my own little songs, and they were cheesy, they were corny, but I still had like 2 or 3 minute songs, and kids my age would like it because it was cool, you know what I mean. But kids older than that would be like, all right, this is garbage. I was singing with a guy. We were like a duo, and that's when freestyle kind of came about. And we were like R&B and freestyle and stuff, and we actually would travel to a guy's house in Queens, and he had a little recording studio, and we actually had a shot to play at some clubs. But we were 14, 15, and then all of a sudden, my parents split up, and I had to move to Long Island, and I didn't have a shot to do it anymore. At any event, I was dealing with my parents splitting up. I still kept up with my music and kept on writing. Wrote about anything. Didn't matter. And that's when I kind of got into listening to some different kind of music from your regular New York style music. I got turned on to a band called Fishbone, and I was about 16, 17. And 24/7 Spies, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Living Color, all those guys, when that whole era started coming about. My brother had moved to Connecticut, and he said, hey, listen, I know you're doing music, why don't you come out to Connecticut and do your stuff with a band. And so at the age of 18, I moved out to Connecticut and joined a band called Faz Junk. It's jazz funk, but we switched the letters. Great guys. Ended up moving with the drummer. Came to Connecticut and kind of left my life in Long Island. So that band lasted for about 7 years. Then we kind of grew up a little bit and had families, and we split apart and stuff. And, but I still kept on writing and kept on writing. Years later, I went to Sully's Pub, and I was with a friend of mine. We were on our motorcycles. I like to ride motorcycles. And I met Craig there for the first time at Sully's Pub. And we started chit-chatting and talking about who we were and what we did and how we rocked and how we rolled, you know. And we've been writing stuff together for a good 5-6 years now. We formed a band, and it became 6th Train Soldier. It takes me away. People have vices, you know. When the stresses in life get you, Some people drink, some people do this, some people do that, some people shop, some people eat. I think writing music and creating stuff, it's like when you were a little boy and you had an imagination, you would build a skyscraper with a bunch of Legos, you know what I mean? Same thing with a song, you just keep on building on it and it just brings it to a whole different world. It's just the way my world spins, you know what I mean? When I'm writing a song and I just see it growing, I become intimate with the song, and it feels good because it's coming from nothing, you know what I mean? It's not here yet. It's not here yet. I tried writing a song for my mother when she passed away, but I ended up overthinking it, and I got pissed off at myself for writing it. I mean, it's still floating around, but I think she deserved a much better composition than what I wrote. I mean, it's nice, but, you know. Hey, this is Reno from 6 Train Soldier. Come and check us out in the future, if you haven't seen us in the past. Peace out.